Well, thanks, Brad. I appreciate that. Let me just say, that was an easy decision for me to want to come back to Boise State. And being away for a few years, you really realize how special Boise and Idaho in general is, and then the Boise State program. What we're doing, we're out and about, and we're talking about our program, and we're talking to people that support our program, because the one thing we know comes Saturday, we put a lot of time in each and every year for 36 hours. That's what we get judged on. 3 hours a game, 12 games. And that's what people view us. And so the people in those seats, you Bronco fans right here, are the ones that help these guys right here and these gals, that energize them to go out there and have that excitement, that passion, that time to go out there and produce. And so we're just fortunate to have you as supporters of our program, and it's important for us to let you know that. Now, these two guys right here, yeah, they should be hanging out and getting ready to work on Monday, but they're here representing and doing a tremendous job. And one of the things with our program, it's not just about football, it's also about these guys and their personal growth. And so getting out here in the community, representing guys that aren't from the state, ones that will probably, when it's all said and done, like many of our players, want to live here and be a part of this community. And that's important for us. And they do a tremendous job. We have great students and student athletes at Boise State that you all help support through their time in our program. But overall, hey, a few things about what we're trying to accomplish. Very simple. We have a mission statement, and it's we want to be the very best. And it's that simple. And we do that through relationships. Is a key part of it. We do it through development, we do it through recruiting, and we do it through winning. And those things all have to happen in order for us to have the type of success in the program we want to have. Well, part of that, the relationships, is obviously building those relationships with our players and the coaching staff that we have. And for some of you that have followed the program, and you know some of those coaches that are on our staff, about 70% of our coaches are former Boise State players. And so the idea behind that is they understand the culture, they understand the community, and they understand what it's going to take for us to get back on top. And these guys, they're the ones that are recipients of these coaches and the values that they brought back to Boise State from different places. And so as we put that staff together and we came together as a team in a program, we decided, you know what, let's go back and look at our goal. And what is that? Our goal is to win our conference. It's to win a bowl game. It's to do it with class, integrity, and academic excellence. And you know what? We did that last year, just part of it. Our team has class. They've done things off the field well. Our team has integrity. We don't worry about the guys that are in that building. And we have academic excellence. You know, we're one of the top programs in the country in APR, which is retaining players and graduating players. We've been one of the top 5 for the last 5 years, and that's important to us. Now, the other part of that goal is to win our conference and to win a bowl game. We didn't do that last year, and so we have a lot of work to do. And we're going to need everybody's support, not just the people in that program, but everybody in Albertson Stadium. When you guys show up there and you provide that energy, and you're there for these guys on the field, you know what? We need you. And when those opponents come into our stadium and they leave, I want them thinking, I don't want to come back because of the people there. And that's important for us. And so as we get out and there's still questions and things that people have on their mind about our program, we're here to answer them. And we're here to make sure that you understand what we're about. Our mentality is simple in the program. It's a 4th and 1 mentality. Every single day we're trying to attack. Every single day we walk in that building, we're trying to do something to make ourselves better. And we use this model. We're going to embrace the past, and we have to, because there's been a lot of tradition and history at Boise State. Coach Peterson, I had the fortunate opportunity to be a part of his staff and to be a part of a lot of those wins and a lot of those traditions. And so we embrace that. We know that set a standard for Boise State in our program, but moving forward, that's not going to be the reason why we continue to have success. It's going to be about attacking our future and having people, not just in our program, but outside the program, attacking with us. And so as we make our way through the state, we did with all of our 9 coaches that went and hit almost every school that plays football in the state of Idaho. Because we wanted to make sure those coaches, administrators, and people in those schools understood that they're important to Boise State. Not every program has a Division I football player, but they do have students there that could be students at Boise State and will be there to represent our program off the field. And so as we continue that, this is what this is about. This is about continuing that process and growing our brand and making sure that people understand how excited we are to be back at Boise State and to be a part of that program. It's been tremendous. You know, we had a great turnout in Twin Falls. Last night we got the Twin Falls Mall, and there's about 500 people there, and these guys signed every autograph. Buster got pictures with every single kid that was there, and we had a great time. And you know, I think a lot of people walked out of there and had a better understanding of what our program and who we are and what we're about. And more importantly, as they talk to these guys here, they got a better feel for who those guys are behind those helmets on the field that are playing. They're good people. These guys are all going to graduate. They're all going to go beyond football because it all ends at some point, and they're going to do things and be successful at whatever business they choose to be a part of. And one thing about this particular organization here is the community support that you guys are about. We're about those same things. And that's why, you know, as we put together some thoughts about doing some things in the future together that are going to be helping some of the young guys that maybe not have opportunities to come to games and be a part of being out there and watching our games on the field. You know what? We want to get them there. And so, you know, we're just excited that you guys are going to be a part of that. But ultimately, hey, thank you for what you do. Thank you for your support. Thank you for representing Boise State. And we just appreciate the opportunity. And with that, I know you have some questions, so I'm going to open it up to questions.